Hello, good morning everybody. This is Quasi Galladay with WillowingAya Doula Services. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. It's sunny outside here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, which is where I'm located. And it's feeling good. It's a nice breeze this morning. I just want to pop in and say hello and share about my new virtual childbirth classes with y'all. So why am I even teaching this class, right? My motivations behind it is just, looking on my social media, seeing what people are saying that's in my own family that are either expecting or were planning to prepare to have a child, or, just popped up with a quarantine baby right now. There's a lot of uncertainty around how the birthing journey for them is going to go. And people are worried about the hospital regulations and how many people are allowed to go with them, or how many people are allowed to support them during this time with COVID-19 going on. So especially, in my community, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, is predominantly, African American here. So most of the birthing people here are African American. And with the statistics like it is for Black women in hospitals before a pandemic, it's even higher and more frightening for them during this pandemic. And I feel like, something that will be tangible and helpful for these women and these birthing people during this time is access to information that's going to actually help them during labor and delivery, preparing for labor and delivery, preparing for after labor and delivery, because it's a whole situation. It's not just you labor it, you birth the baby, and that's it. It's a whole experience. And if you're not prepared for it with education about at least what's going to happen during the process, you're going to possibly feel as if things are just going too fast, or you have no control of what's happening, and you do. And so access of information gives you access of control, and that's what this class is built to do. Outside of building confidence and just knowing the process of things, the benefits of taking a childbirth class, period, it's just, like I said, first, knowledge and resources, right? The more knowledge you have and the more resources, the more comforted, I would say, one might feel. So why not take a class to give yourself this comfort? During the process, you're going to want some comfort. It boosts confidence, right? Also, being able to just know your options. When women know their options, and when their partners are able to know their options, and they can come up with a plan together and collaborate and figure out, okay, what's going to work for me and what we want and what I want during my birthing experience, right? Another reason why a benefit for taking a childbirth class is understanding the basics, right? The basics that's regarding the process that's taking place during childbirth. I'm sorry, I got choked a little bit. Just understanding the basics of what happens during childbirth, the preparation that needs to take place, how labor and delivery goes, the stages of labor, the postpartum period, what's normal, what's abnormal. All those things are concerns and can be addressed in a basic, simple, childbirth class. So that's another benefit. Another thing is you can assess, after you got all this information, right? After you've gotten all these tools to use, you can assess, okay, what do I actually need and what do I not need? What can I use for myself and what can I just put away in a box? Because not all information is necessary for everybody, right? And it just, overall, taking a childbirth class is beneficial because it aids you in making informed decisions. The more informed you are, the better your decision-making process will be. So those are, I think, key benefits to taking a childbirth class. So even more, why should you take my childbirth class, right? The one that I'm providing through WillowingAya Doula Services. Why take my virtual childbirthing class? I believe that right now, outside of the uncertainties that I mentioned earlier, a lot of people are missing that sense of community, right? Taking my childbirth class, you have access to a private Facebook group community with other people who are also taking the class too. And so you are in a place where you realize, I'm not just the only one with these worries. I'm not just the only one who wants to know more. It's not abnormal. It's normal. And there's other people like me around the world and around my state and town, most likely, that are having these same issues. And one finds a sense of community, right? So you get to talk to people, ask questions, and this is even after the classes have taken place. The information and materials are all jam-packed in this Facebook group with these other people, and y'all can then dive into the information that was talked about in the class, right? So that fuels more conversation, more connections being built, and more comfort overall, right? Also, the class is broken down into 4 weeks, so the bits and pieces are more digestible as just one long shebang of information, right? So it's broken down on a weekly basis. It can be processed throughout a week and before we move on to a new topic, right? Another reason why you should take my class is because the materials will be provided to go along with it. So it's just not me talking on a screen with you all. It's going to be activities, and it's going to be participation driven type of class. You know, the more activity you do while learning allows you to process and keep that learning in your brain more. You know, the more we do things while somebody's teaching us something, the more our body and brain retains the information. And you want the information to be retained, because when it's time to labor and deliver and do all the things, you can think back to, oh, well, in the childbirth class, we talked about this. So I can apply this to right now happening in my life. Another big thing I think which is really exciting is pop-ins from other professionals that's in this realm of profession. They're going to be able to add their expertise and their knowledge to the tools being given by me. So you have other people who are either nurses who work with the labor and delivery unit and things of that sort, other doulas, just other people able to jam pack and bring us all the information we need to make our informed decisions and like give us support, you know. So that's why I think you all should, you know, register for my class, because it gives you these access to things on top of the benefits of already just taking anybody's childbirthing class. So you want to register? I think that's what I heard you say, right? So how do you register for WillowingAya Doula Services virtual childbirth class? What you do is, okay, on our Facebook page, you can go to our event page and click our Eventbrite link, and you can register through Eventbrite. If you would prefer not to register through Eventbrite and while using PayPal as a checkout option, you can also register via Cashapp, and then I'll send you the registration questions that way, right? You can follow it in our event page. That's where all the updates will be up until the classes and throughout the classes, really. You have immediate access to the private Facebook group once your registration is complete. Registration is complete after payment has been submitted and accepted by myself. And then you also, right now, up until Monday, May 4th, you have the early bird special, so you can get access to all 4 weeks of classes, materials, community, everything for only $35 instead of the $50, right? After Monday, it goes up to the $50 original price, which is still a very good price for an online class. If you feel like some of the topics you're already well versed in as well, you can choose on Eventbrite, you can choose which week you want to take the class and which weeks you don't want to, if you want to do it that way. If you only want to take week 1, you only have to pay $15 for week 1. You will have access to all week 1's materials and be in there for week 1 plus the 7 days continuously. After that week, you will be removed from the group. Of course, you can keep the materials that you had access to, but you will be removed to the group for those who get all of the weeks. So that's how it will be operated, right? Me, the admin, I would put you in for the week that you disclose, whether it's week 1 or week 3, whatever, and then after that week has been completed, you'll be removed from that group. I hope that makes sense. All right. I would like to just reiterate, I know it's in all the posts and things, but for those who register, I'm asking you that you please not record the classes or distribute the materials to people who are not registered for the course. I've worked really hard on preparing the course, and that takes a lot of time and energy from myself, and it would be very hurtful to me and my business if those items were just distributed and recorded and dispersed without people registering for them. So please just respect those wishes if you can, and that'll be much appreciated. Thank you. I just want to say thank you all for tuning in and checking out the benefits of a childbirth class and why you should take WillowingAya Doula Services virtual childbirth class. It's going to start on May 9th. They are from 11 to 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, starting May 9th through May 30th. I just want to if you know somebody, if you yourself are pregnant or expecting, or you are planning to be, if you know someone else that is, please share this information with them, because it might help with their decision-making process on whether or not having a childbirth class will work or will help them in their situation. And I hope to see all of you all in this space, in this community, bringing some comfort amid the COVID-19 pandemic, and be able to move past those fears and move on to more stable, structured, support. All right. So I just want to say again, I am Quayisi Galladay. I am the owner of WillowingAya Doula Services, and we want to wish you all well. You and your families stay safe. Wear your mask if you go outside. Practice social distancing, right? And we will see you later. Thank you.